Purim starts in 5 days at sundown. It happens to be that when I'm going to see my twin soul again, his name is Isaiah, I'm going to see him on the 28th. There happens to be an employee meeting at noon. Now, this is very significant that it's the first day of Purim, when I am to fast for 3 days. Okay? So I'm just going to tell you something is going to happen significantly. And it's going to happen to my twin soul this year, because last year was when it happened to me. So what's going to happen is we're going to have that meeting, but I'm going to be fasting. I'm going to be starting to fast that evening on bread or crackers. And I'll tell you why I'm going to be doing that in a minute. Okay? But I've got 3 days here. Purim ends sundown, but it's still a 3-day fast. And then my twin soul works again on Friday the 2nd. So that's the end of the fast, when I took my mikveh, my ritual bath. Okay? And that's when last year, I had a false period as a cleanse on the 3rd day of Purim. Okay? That happens to be when I see my twin soul again. So I'll see him at the meeting, and then I'll see him on that Friday, and I'll tell you why this happened. Okay? Because last year, I didn't know why I was fasting. I didn't even know it was Purim until afterwards. I just was led to only eat wheat thins for 3 days, and I had no idea why. And then I found out it was because of the book of Esther. Now, the book of Esther is a free composition, not a historical document. Its fictional character can be illustrated by many examples of literary motifs. Okay? So if you read about it, any woman becomes Esther. Okay? Because what she did was save the Israelites. She saved the Jewish people when she went to King Xerxes. Now what I do to save the people of America is by saying my crusade prayers every day. Okay? So what God was trying to show me was that I was to fast for 3 days before I went to the king. The king was my twin soul. And I gave him my phone number to call me if he had any supernatural experiences. And I was told to not eat anything for 3 days before I did this. Okay? And I'll tell you the amazing thing that happened to me during this fast. My son had brought home this bread, this delicious chocolate bread. And while I was eating it, my mouth started uneating. Okay? I know this is very hard to understand, but my mouth had the sensation of uneating the chocolate bread because it was not part of the fast. Okay? So God takes biblical words extremely seriously. This free composition in the book of Esther, whether or not she existed or not in real life, we are to become Esthers and perform fasts to save the people, whether it be the people of America or the people of the world. And when I say the crusade prayers from Maria Divine Mercy in the Book of Truth, I'm helping to save the world from their sins. Now, in this case, it was done so that I could present my twin soul with a physical sign. He doesn't know that he's a king in God's eyes because he is pure. But he will eventually find it out. So I don't know what's going to happen within these 3 days of Purim. I believe he will be led to fast on bread and water. However, I don't know, because we know that King Xerxes did not fast. It was Queen Esther who had faith that God told her to fast for 3 days before she asked the king to save the people. In my case, I was asked by the Holy Spirit to fast before giving my twin soul my phone number, which alerted him that something supernatural was going to happen to him. So we are being asked to fast for 3 days, starting on the 28th, for Purim. I don't know if you'll be able to meet your twin soul as well by what happened to me, but this is a serious fast, and this is what changed my life. And I'll tell you, I'm going to be serious about this fast, and I may test it to see if I have the uneating experience again. But we know that we are not to test the Lord thy God. But I'm going to test to see if I have this uneating again, even though I know it to be true. So in 5 days, please fast with me for 3 days to save the American people from their sins. God bless.